Greetings, all! Today, we will be examining the uncommon electric normal-type Pokemon Helioptile and Entire Evolution Heliolisk, collectively known as the Generator Pokémon. Though they might look a bit too silly for many to take them seriously, the members of the Helioptile family are unique reptiles that can use the power of the sun and electricity to zap anything that underestimates them.
Helioptile have yellow-scaled bodies with 4 legs that end in somewhat webbed 3-toed gray feet, further having a tail with a gray tip. Their large blue eyes partially distract from their slit-like nostrils, an upturned V-shaped mouth, and a triangular mark on their forehead, with gray skull cap and flap-like frills that have a gray base and yellow tips that only extend fully when the creatures are attacking or gathering solar energy. Their evolved form, Heliolisk, have a similar main body color as their pre-evolved form, though with an orange stripe on the tail between the yellow and gray, as well as a zigzagging orange and black marking on each of their thighs. Their frill is moved down to the base of their neck and has a brilliant orange color to it when unfurled, existing as a series of orange triangular flaps when covered up. Furthermore, their lower jaw is turned yellow, while the rest of their head and neck remains grey, with 2 horns just above their eyes.
The members of the Helioptile family are fairly unique among reptiles and electric types in general for their amazing ability to effectively convert solar energy into electrical energy through metabolic processes, something that no other Pokemon is known to be able to do to the same extent.
They are able to accomplish this through an advanced metabolic process in their bodies that uses solar energy to break chemical bonds within special flaps in the frills that line the ends of their neck and face to produce an ion-rich soup, which can then be used to conduct an electrochemical reaction to create a sustained electrical current. This power is present in most living organisms, but only in Helioptile and Heliolisk can the charge be strong enough to wield the produced electrical energy as a weapon in battle.
As a result of this unique process, these creatures get access to a strange variety of moves that are otherwise only seen in a few other species, namely the parabolic charge attack, as well as the electrify technique, which acts as a handy defense against damaging attacks by converting them into electric-type moves.
Outside of battle, this electrochemical process enables these reptiles to effectively bask in the sun for shorter periods of time than normal to warm their bodies and to not have to actually eat much, gathering all the energy they need from basking alone. This makes them perfectly suited for desert life, where resources are usually scarce to begin with, though it is noted that if they are cut off from this energy supply, it can stress them to the point of weakness. For reasons that are still uncertain, this also has the effect of granting them the same basic properties as the normal type, making both species the only electric normal type Pokemon known to exist. This can make using them in battle a bit of a unique challenge in some cases, but with powerful moves like Thunder at their command, they are nonetheless interesting beasts that can pull off more than a few interesting tricks in battle.
As far as their abilities are concerned, these creatures really show off their preference for desert life in possessing dry skin and sand veil as possible base abilities, while those that are able to generate more electricity than normal from solar energy can also possess solar power as a hidden ability.
In terms of stats, and looking at Heliolisk, it is readily seen that these beasts are very much lacking in terms of their overall stamina and physical traits, their bodies not being built for much close-quarters combat, and in turn, their base HP, attack, and defense stats being below average for a fully evolved electric and normal-type Pokemon. However, they are able to make effective use of their powers to deal damage from afar and with great agility, while retaining surprising resilience against the energy-based attacks of other Pokemon, so their base special attack, special defense, and speed stats are all above average for a fully evolved Pokemon of both of their types, rendering them agile creatures that can zap others with decent offensive power and prove to be quick-footed customers that can be a pain to deal with. Helioptile are surprisingly friendly despite the fact that they're usually unsafe to touch most of the time outside, as they constantly produce weak electrical charges when exposed to sunlight that can shock people if they are not used to such a feeling. Physical harm, thankfully, is only an option if they have their frills extended and are purposefully basking in the sunlight. The electrochemical sacs they use to create their electricity are located within the thin membrane that covers their frills, which are fully folded up to protect them from getting easily damaged. The only time these beasts extend these frills is when they are basking and when they are attacking, as they can effectively launch their electric-type attacks from this frill at will. Despite their shocking powers, these little lizards are actually quite easy to raise and offer a decent variety to their moves, learning attacks of both the normal and electric types, and even the Bulldoze attack later in life, enabling them to bring their pain to other electric types in battle. If called for, these beasts can even use their own electrical power to amplify their muscle movements, enabling them to sprint long distances to escape predators and opponents in a fairly short amount of time. Overall, these critters can be a bit of a challenge to get used to at first, but with a bit of practice, these little lizards can literally shine in battle. While Helioptile are normally unable to evolve any further under normal conditions due to a genetic defect, when exposed to the radiant energy of a sunstone, this defect is corrected and they are allowed to fully evolve into their adult form, Heliolisk. The fact that they are the only non-plant-based Pokemon able to evolve through the use of a sunstone is likely also a consequence of their life in the desert. Much as with Helioptile, Heliolisk are fairly friendly beasts and are among the easiest of electric-type Pokemon to train and are more than capable of producing significant amounts of electricity in their bodies, enough in fact to actually power an entire city and in turn grant them access to the Eerie Impulse technique. The frill on the end of their neck can be contracted and extended freely in order to absorb solar energy or otherwise deliver electric-type attacks in battle. Unlike with Helioptile, however, these creatures possess a natural ground in their skin that allows them to freely discharge excess charge into the ground, making them safe to actually come into physical contact with. While these creatures share a large portion of their anatomy in common with their pre-evolved form, they are more efficient than ever at gathering energy and can stimulate their muscles so much with their power that they can run over 100 yards in as little as 5 seconds when fully charged. Heliolisk are certainly not the easiest Pokemon to come across and can take some time to get used to, but in comparison to some of the other electric-type Pokemon native to the Kalos and Galar regions, these strange lizards can still give one heck of a show even when stuck fighting another electric-type Pokemon, which may explain why they were once adored so much by the ancient desert cultures in the Kalos region before they were eventually imported to Galar.
Despite the awkward nature of their natural type assignment, the members of the Helioptile family are intriguing reptiles that can definitely deliver quite the shock to anyone that tries to stand against them. You might need to avoid physical confrontations in order to make the most of them, but this can be easily rectified with the powerful electrical attacks they can gain access to naturally.
Just do yourself a favor and try to avoid close contact while they are trying to recharge in the sun. The warmth washing over them might be tempting to try out, but the vicious shock you might get for your troubles will likely make you wish you'd been a bit safer around these electrifying lizards.
Thank you all for watching this video. It is always an honor to be able to speak with you all on the subject of Pokemon in a way that brings me great joy and happiness in my work. If you would like to keep tabs on past and future work, click that subscribe button, check out my work on DeviantArt, and don't be shy about following me on Twitter, where you can find pertinent announcements on upcoming work before it is officially posted. Links to both can be found in the video description. If you would like to support my work and help Miguel and I continue to produce more content for you and improve upon our presentation, please visit us at my Patreon page, which you can also find a link to in the video description.
No.
With that, I thank you for watching and I wish you well.